Man, I don't know what's going on. People not wanting to pay rent or better yet just trying to squat. But you can't play with people money. Not everybody gonna get down like that. Trust me. What's going on YouTube? Is your host Bruce GNT, and we're here to talk about a squatter over there, and I want to say Clayton County. It's gonna say Forest Park. It's in Forest Park, right? They recently got kicked out because they owe like over $13,000 in back rent. And what they found in the house was crazy. So let's jump right in.
3 days after we told you about a tenant living rent-free in someone's home, a family's rental home, for a year, a judge signed a court order for that woman to get out.
So today, 11 Alive's Chase Howell circled back with the family about getting their home back and how they plan to help people in the future.
Shall I do the honors? Because it's definitely been a long time.
Patrick and Candace Phillips are feeling some sense of relief after finally getting their house back after fighting their tenant for more than a year.
Just imagine for a moment if we would have had to foreclose on this house that we paid for almost 16 years because Camilla Johnson wanted to rig the system and live in our house rent-free.
He damn right saying her whole government name. Yeah, Camilla Johnson. Yeah, because they need to put, I'm not gonna say they need to put these people on a list, but they need to put these people on blast to let people know, hey yo, you rent out to them, they ain't gonna pay you your rent. Cause that's just foul, man. People put money into things, they work hard and they try to, secure some type of wealth or some type of legacy for themselves, and you got people that just wanna F it up for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because now they could go forward and say, you know what, when it comes to renting, we're not gonna rent. Or better yet, they're gonna look at certain people, look at certain character traits of how they carry themselves and go, you know what? We gotta be a lot more selective on how we rent out our places. I gotta redefine and redo how I do things now because of you.
$13,000 in unpaid rent and countless frivolous appeals later, on December 16th, a Clayton County judge signed a writ of possession which allowed for the sheriff's office to enforce the eviction, giving the Phillips their home back.
Why would I just call the U.S. Courts of Appeals?
What you're watching is cell phone video of Camilla Johnson, the tenant we're talking about here, putting up her final fight. In the video, you can hear the Clayton County Sheriff's deputy explaining to Johnson that she no longer has rights to the property after demanding she was being illegally evicted.
I just could not believe the audacity that she had to just walk up here like this was her home. This is not your home. This is my home that you've been squatting in.
Once inside the house, the family allegedly found two 85-inch screen TVs, expensive furniture, and drugs.
You know how vexed I'd be if I come inside that house and I see some decently, size and look like Sony, maybe LG. TVs. And you ain't paying me rent? You ain't paying me rent, but you buying TVs? This is why some people don't have space to care about other people when it comes to certain situations, because you got people that want to abuse the good fortune that people want to give to other people. I don't know. To me, that's just gross. That's just gross. Like, you feel like you have the right to not pay rent and live your life and then talk wrong and strong into someone else's home. That's disgusting.
Not to mention, the Phillips say she was running an at-home daycare.
We don't have a Christmas tree. We don't have gifts under a Christmas tree. And she has Christmas tree gifts, living her best life at our expense, but telling the courts she's broke, that we've been abusing her when the whole time we are the true victims.
And although the Phillips don't believe they'll see a cent of back rent, they hope to help those in similar situations.
We want to get into this.
She got the whole smart TV in the house. Man, I'd be pissed. And then the worst part, just like what they said, they probably not gonna get their money back. So now I'm out $13K and you just get to go on and do your own thing and, squat in someone else's house. And then you want to, I don't know if she was taking advantage of government system. Maybe it said, I can't really remember. But, come on, I look down on stuff like that because that's not fair to people that actually out there that need it. And then not only that, you put a bad name on the people that do need it. So now everyone looks at them like they're you. A dusty that just don't want to pay no rent. You think people want to pay rent? You think people want to be out here just paying rent? Hell no. But we gotta do what we gotta do. I have no respect for people like that want to just be a bum. That is crazy work. Now they out $13,000. Man, I would assume. I don't know. Well, that's expensive. Look, someone gonna give me my money. I don't know how, but I'm gonna get my money somehow.
court system and try to figure out what we can do to help and get maybe a law passed or any type of bill on, the Senate legislative floor. We want to help people in that way.
Now, I did try locating Johnson, but couldn't find a valid phone number or address for her. In Forest Park, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
Look at Sheena. Damn shame. That, like, how do you just feel comfortable doing that? Like, you don't feel disgusting with yourself? Like, just you either have the money, which I'm pretty sure she had the money, and you just like, nah, I don't want to pay rent. I don't know. Like, that's just gross. That's just gross. It's one thing if you don't have the money and people find themselves in situations whether they did it on purpose or not. That's one thing. But then you seemingly have the money, or you out here scamming, and you know what I'm saying. Then they found drugs in the house, and then they found that you were doing like a daycare. So apparently you were making. Man, look. People out here just scamming. That's crazy work. That is crazy work, man. I don't play when it comes to money. I truly don't, because people work hard. They work hard, and then they have other people like that take advantage of them, and that's just foul. Well, you guys already know, Joe. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about, like, well, I don't really need to ask, but I'm gonna ask anyway. How do you feel about people that squat? I personally have no respect for them, especially if it's a situation where seemingly, like in the case of this woman, you can pay for it. I have no respect for them. And along with how you feel about people that squat, what do you think can be done to stop this from happening? Because this isn't an isolated case. I just did a video talking about someone else that kind of didn't owe rent, but they just set up in someone else's house and said, well, this is a peaceful takeover. So let me know what you think can be done in the cases to prevent stuff like this from happening, because people are just out here taking advantage of other people. It's foul. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.